This morning in Wilmington, Delaware, just walking distance away from his father's campaign headquarters, the curtain's going to go up on the Hunter Biden federal gun trial. The first son facing 3 felony charges related to the purchase of a firearm back in 2018 and lying about his drug use on a federal form. Hunter faces up to 25 years in prison if he's convicted. This comes just days after former President Donald Trump was found guilty on all 34 felony counts in Lower Manhattan. For more on where we stand on this Monday morning, let's welcome in Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, good to see you. It's amazing to me. So the first 75 years of Donald Trump's life, no charges, 0 legal problems. The last 2 years, after he announced that he was running for president again, 91 felony charges against Donald Trump. And the media wants the public to believe that this is somehow not political and that the White House has nothing to do with any of this. Do the American people see right through this?
Yeah, they do. The American people know that this is all political. Even if you have, people in our country who have a rabid hatred for Donald Trump, their view is just get him on something because they don't like him. That is not our system of justice in America. That's never the way it was supposed to be intended. And let's take a step back. Yeah, there was a time where Black Americans were definitely persecuted through the justice system in the United States. That was wrong. And there can't be people in our country who say, well, they did it to Black people, so now it's okay to do with somebody of prestige and power. It's wrong no matter any way you slice it, no matter how you look at it. So people know this is politically motivated. They know that this is all because he's running for president. If he wasn't running for president, they wouldn't be doing this. And for a broader view, they've been after Donald Trump, and I mean the radical Democrats have been after him since 2016, going all the way back to Crossfire Hurricane, the illegal spying on his campaign, the Steele dossier, which Hillary Clinton and her campaign team dropped into our politics. By the way, they paid a $100,000 fine to the FEC because they violated federal election law.
Yeah, I don't think Black America likes what they saw play out in Lower Manhattan last week. And I think if you look at that New York Times poll, Trump's got something like 24% with Black Americans right now, which is a number. If that holds over the next 5 months, Congressman, that could be the whole election right there. But Democrats are now pushing Joe Biden to call Donald Trump a convicted felon every time he makes a speech. Convicted felon Donald Trump, not former President Donald Trump. I'm wondering if you think that's a smart move politically, especially given the fact that Hunter could be a convicted felon by the end of next week.
Well, listen, Joe Biden's the master of disaster. The man is always wrong no matter what he does. So I don't really care about what his talking points are. I think that would be stupid. But again, that's Joe Biden. That's typically what he masters in, is stupidity. I think the key thing here is going to be about who's going to do a better job for the United States of America and for the people of our country. Joe Biden's leadership, as terrible as it has been, has led to massive inflation, massive open borders, massive wars and conflicts happening across the globe. The United States of America cannot afford Joe Biden any longer. He needs to be fired. Now, we're going to have radicals in our midst like Alvin Bragg, Judge Merchan, Fannie Willis, Jack Smith, etc. But they are radicals who have an axe to grind, who want to go after their political opponent. The American people, I believe, are going to be sober in this decision and looking at what matters to them going forward once we fire Joe Biden.
Yeah, good point. Alvin Bragg says he wants jail time in the Trump case. How concerned are you that this judge could throw Donald Trump in jail on July 11th?
I am concerned, and I would also tell you that would be an abject disaster. It would be very, very stupid. First of all, Donald Trump is a former president. He knows the nation's secrets. How do you put somebody like that in Rikers Island? What's going to happen with Secret Service? Are they just going to leave him? I know Benny Thompson out of Mississippi doesn't want him to get Secret Service protection anymore. That's insane. You have to protect Donald Trump. So what he's going to do? You're going to give him his old cell block? This whole thing is dumb. And at the end of the day, what are we talking about? Money paid back in 2016, 2017, $100,000, and that's worth jail time? Only the state of New York would do something so stupid when you have people who are beating up cops, throwing citizens in front of trains, and they get to leave with a slap on the wrist. But Donald Trump is the flight risk. Give me a break. But again, if they try to do this, it will demonstrate to the American people how rabid, how political, and how disgusting they are. Because America, the Democrats are the ones who are destroying the institutions of our country. We Republicans, the America First movement, we're trying to save America, save our Constitution, and save the institutions of our democracy.
Congressman Byron Donalds, great having you on this morning. Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you.
All right.